anything that gets the juices flowing, like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Falcons will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Hawaii's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
An explosive way to start the drive, and they'll... the D on its heels. Dropping back, it's Burr. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
Flips it out in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So Air Force's offense will take the field for the first time. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball enough. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
Here's the handoff. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Nicholson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Falcons will have it 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Skips away from pressure. Throwing on the run. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Falcons trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll ride his man on the option. Smashes through the tackle. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. This defense has stood tall on 3 straight plays. Got to wonder if this offense is willing to stay aggressive and go for it.
Yeah, in offense nowadays, you should stay aggressive, right? Play the numbers game. Even if you do get stuffed, you got to go the length of the field. I'm going for it.
The play action fake. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a... By this defense to keep points off the board. The Rainbow Warriors are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Catch in the middle. It's Garrison. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. Oh, he's got a chance. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Speeding down the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Warriors! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Set to advance on the football.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. The give to the left. Got the first down and more. Rumbles up to the 27 before going out of bounds, and the running game gets it done there. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete on the comeback. At the 40, there he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Garrison. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Burr. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield.
We can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fakes the grab on the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a game.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking to throw, it's Burr. Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more aggressive I'm going to become. I'm going to take away the quick, easy stuff, and I'm going to blitz and bring pressure and put him on the quarterback and get him on the ground like you did right there.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Thorne. There he goes. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Here comes the option.
Playing the option meant consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sticks it in his belt. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Third down coming.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. He'll set up to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the big fullback. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Running with the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Castro. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Burr. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Gets the back moving. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Thorne. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. Running into the open space. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. Looking for a man. It's Bird. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Using his legs and scoring. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. To make that catch. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Looking for a crease to the left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking downfield, it's Burr. Throws to the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Hard in the backfield. It's Cobb. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got it in the middle. It's Garrison. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. Just keep slinging it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Garrison. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They're working that left side. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give from the gun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Brown. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking for space, it's Thorne. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. Takes a shot as he throws. It never had a chance. Incomplete. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Burr. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Rainbow Warriors line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Thorne. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. To the air on second down. He tries to take the top off. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Right on the money. And just a short... Last play, they pick up a few. Near midfield, they don't think they can gain enough on a punt. They'll leave the offense out. 4th and long from the 46. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. On the run, it's Thorne. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Air Force! They move on top here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Burr. Catch in the middle. It's Garrison.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Rainbow Warriors are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Horn. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Hawaii. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl 8. They're up by 7 over Sam Houston. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cruz. Oh, he's got some space. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's... first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Using his legs, it's Rossi. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Falcons lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Might be changing the route. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
To the ground with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The hand to the running back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Extending the play. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Finds the tight end. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
From the gun, the running back has it. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead.
Let's go.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Buys a little extra time. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Falcons. And they grab. Taking the lead here in the 4th.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To throw, it's Spur. He wants a big play here late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.